Hello everyone, this is part 2 to the video I just made, which is the video where I was basically doing World of Minions and teaching you how to get through World of Minions on a friend's character. This video now is going to be about when I'm going to look through all of the mistakes that have been made on this character and how they can fix it. At the moment though, I can't do anything because the game has just crashed on me again. It always does that in this map, around this NPC, and it always does it on the Ling map around the building by the safe zone. I've reported it to the developers, but no matter how many times I ask them to sort it, they always try to say, oh no, it's my fault. It's my fault that, oh, it's my internet, or it's the ping on the game, or something like that. It's my fault that it only happens in those particular areas. Really, though, the problem is they don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to call experts in to sort it for them. I mean, that's what they had to do when it comes to the weekly quest. They haven't told anybody this, but that's what they had to do when they did the update for World. What was it now? The Water Palace stuff, and added that event and everything like that in that map. They messed up the reset times for World of not World of Minions, for weekly quests. Basically, what they did is they used the same code that was used for weekly quest. By doing that, it tricked weekly quests to resetting both daily and weekly. So it would still have its weekly, it still reset weekly, but it would also reset daily as well, because the code was exactly the same. So they had to change that, and by changing that, they've matched the code up with other things to do with the layout, the display, and all of that stuff, which has messed up the layout and the display of the game, which is causing lags in particular places, like where new NPCs have been added and things like that. And what they had to do to fix the first problem with a weekly quest is they had to call experts in who know how to map the coding. See, when you put a coding in, say you want a coding for your character to open a door, you have to have the information for the character to open the door. You've got to have another piece of coding underneath the door to stop your character from walking through the door when it's closed. Then you have to have another piece of coding to overwrite that piece of coding to allow your character to walk through when the door's open, and you've got to map it all precisely. So this requires really good not just coding but mapping of the code as well. So you've got basically like one part of the code which leads on to another part of the code which overwrites a different part of the code but doesn't overwrite another part of the code, and they've not mapped it properly, which is why they use things like teleports and entering events and stuff like that for moving around the different things that you can do on the game. Because that way it's a more simple case of changing the area. So you're going from one location to the next. It's just changing the location, allowing to keep the coding roughly the same for most of the stuff. The problem with that and trying to keep everything generic is it means that when you add new stuff for a particular thing that's in the game, it can affect some of the other stuff that's already in the game. Because it's not just going to affect the one thing you've added it to, it's going to affect other stuff because you've kept the codes the same for them. And that's where they need to improve on their code mapping, their ability to map the coding so that it works properly without causing problems with other pieces of code that's on it. So you don't get the display overlapping each other and things like that. And therefore it won't confuse the server and cause the game to crash. Yeah, the best way of trying to avoid these constant crashes and problems with the game is by doing it in the lowest quality. Which I believe I'm currently in at the moment, and the game's still like buggy as hell. So the first thing I'd do, move away from the NPC. If I was in high quality or medium quality, I wouldn't have been able to move away from the NPC. It would have just kept crashing. And then I'd have had to have logged in on a different account or a different character, something like that. Turn the quality down before I can get back in on my character to move it away. obviously this character isn't my character, it's Restiness. But I get this problem on my character as well. It's not just the account, it's the phone that lags, the game that lags. Because I get lag problems on my phone, as well as the problems with the coding. See, the lag on my phone isn't what causes.
Always stick up for the little guy.
Buff informations and stuff like that. That's the problem with the developers. They haven't done it properly. It was all originally correct at first until they started adding new updates, and then it started messing things up. Anyways, let's skip this whole blabbing thing that I've done for the last 5 minutes and go into the mistakes that I've found that need to be sorted. For example, he showed me screenshots of these, and I say that we've got... Here's one big major problem. You've got this at 80. That's an attack gem. You've got this one at 83. That's an attack gem. Then you got this at 50. Why? Why have you put some of your attack gems high, and therefore costing you more of this stuff, but then left the others low, which would cost you less of this stuff to bring them up? And then these at 40 and 50. You know what I mean? Now, by doing that, you've got these by, like, say, 20 levels higher. This one up by 20 levels higher. So that's a total of extra 40 levels. But the amount of stuff that it's cost you to do that, would have been able to have gotten all of these gems up to 60. At least. Which meant this one would have been up by 20 levels. This would have been up by 10 levels. This one will be up by about 10 levels. This one will be up by about 10 levels. These ones will be down by about 30 levels. It would have given you more by bringing them up. You'd have probably gone up by more than 60. Probably 65, 70, something like that. It would have made you a lot more stronger on the attack by spreading them evenly, which is what I've gone through in some of my videos. I've mentioned it time and time again. Don't whack all of your stats on one or a small group. Spread it evenly across all of them. Over here, you've got that one at 60. Why? And then this one at 48. Why have you done that? There shouldn't be any more than one level difference between any of the ones that you're upgrading. So, for example, if this one's at 61, all of these should be at 60 minimum. All of the other attack gems. If this one's you've put at, say, 59, the rest of the attack defense gems should be at 58. At least. Creating that gap, like as I mentioned, just makes your character weaker because you're missing out on a lot of stats. Another problem that I found that you're doing that needs to be corrected. When I logged onto this account, this was at level 1. Why was it at level 1? You can instant cultivate it to level 30 straight away now. Why'd you leave it at level 1? You've got cultivation, quite a few of them. You've got unbound silver. In fact, you've got... There's 80,000... 80,000. You've got 40 mil of the unbound silver. I mean, not unbound silver. I mean bound silver. My bad. You got 40 mil of that stuff. So why are you not being cultivating these? He also says how he can't upgrade his skills because he hasn't got enough pages. It's not your pages. You've got enough pages to upgrade this. Look. You've got the pages. You've got this stuff because I went to this on the video that unfortunately didn't save because it crashed. You go here, synthesize, go to internal skills, go on these, and you collect green pills. And you click on this one to turn them into blue pills. And you can either synchronize all of the green pills into blue pills by clicking the sync or you can just do one or two at a time, however many you need. And then you go here to synchronize these blue pills when you have them into purple, which I've already done. And then if you need to create gold ones, you go here to create the gold ones. This is where you get the pills from, which I think you're already aware of because you have been using your pills. However, you haven't been upgrading these. I mean, you've got the pages to do them. See, it only costs 12. You've got 36. You've got these stuff. But you can't increase it because look what it's telling you. Insufficient internal skill level. In other words, you're at... This is Eco 3 you're on with Sky Power. And you're at 36. That's what I was able to cultivate it to before the game crashed. Actually, I think you already got it to 36. No, I think I've done a few of them. I'm not sure. But yeah, in order to upgrade this one, if I use any more pages and this stuff to upgrade it any further, you need to get the level, which is stated here, and also shows you here. You need to get that to 40. And it tells you that here. Upgrading requires level 40. You're at 36. You need to get this to 40 to be able to upgrade it further. Also, by upgrading this will increase your attack, your HP, and your defense. And you've got all of them, except for the ones you equipped, up. You got these ones you equipped up high. You've upgraded, cultivated this one up to 80, which has obviously cost you a lot of this stuff, but then you've left all of these low. Why have you done that? First of all, start off with getting all of these up. So get this one up to 40, then get this to 40, get this to 40, this to 40, this to 40, this to 40, get them all up to 40, then move them up to 50, then move them up to 60, then move them up to 70. All of these low ones, bring them up. This is going to boost your attack. It's going to boost your defensive. It's going to boost your HP. As well as that, you see all these that are left low. You've got 245 pages. You could boost this up to... Let me think. How many pages does it cost per upgrade? 12. At the moment at Eco 3, so let's see. Then Eco 4 is going to cost you a bit more. Then you got Eco 5. So let's see, let's bring it up to 20, because some of them will cost 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 620, 240. You could upgrade this by about 3 ecos. This class alone is at 3 start. You could bring it up to 6. You've got enough pages to bring it up to 6. Obviously, you're going to have to work on collecting more pills to turn into purple to do so. But you've got the pages. Your character actually has everything on it right now, at this moment in time, to bring you up to at least not far off 1 mil or hit the 1 mil point. It's got everything. You just haven't been cultivating it. Something I've told you to do over and over again, Restiny. I've been telling you this since day one. Upgrade, start off cultivating every single one of these. Get them up, say you've got some of these at 30, some of these are at 36. So let's just say, to make it easy, get them all up to 35, and then go from 35 to 40, and get them all up to 40. Then go from 40 to 45, and just start boosting your stats. This will help you out a hell of a lot. I'm actually surprised that you've been able to get to like 700k and keep those so low. That's actually quite surprising. Start bringing them up. I can't stress that enough. You leave them down, you're not going to get anywhere. With regards to martial arts, focus on Priest and Snow. You'll need them, they're very important. You've already done a fairly good job on some of the other classes. Focus heavily now on Priest and Snow. In regards to this, we've collected some of these by doing some of World of Minions. You need to continue doing World of Minions. I haven't got time to go through them all. But that's where you're going to get the most of this stuff. Just let me go through the video. This is going to teach you a lot of stuff. Hang on. It's important that I teach him how to do this so that he doesn't have to keep asking me to log on all the time because I haven't got time to do it. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh, get rid of this. No, get back to this. Mental skills. In regards to mental skills, he could unlock one of these right now if he had this stuff. If he'd have been doing World of Minions on a weekly basis, just getting them out the way, he'd have enough to do. He'd already have all this stuff to be able to unlock something. And that would give him a really good advantage. I mean, I really wanted to unlock this today, but I just haven't got enough of this stuff to level it up. 160. I mean, I might be able to push this one up. No. I ain't going to have enough. And then on my character, I've got too much of that stuff. I mean, I've got over 180,000, I think. You know what I mean? Just because you're not doing the World of Minions. Okay, the next mistake you're making. Remember, you want to work on here. You want to work on, I would suggest Rebirthing Blood. So just focus on getting Rebirthing Blood, all of these for Rebirthing Blood 1 maxed. Because that's going to be really helpful. And then you can start doing some of the others. Because once you've got this maxed, and this maxed, you'll be able to recover HP while you're attacking even more. That's going to help you a lot more in those events, the World of Minions, because in the World of Minions, when you get up to Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, the enemies do a lot of damage. And when I first got to that stage and started clearing them, I was constantly hitting low HP, then refilling myself, low HP and refilling myself all the way through the event. So, yeah, you really could do with this stuff. Now you've seen from my other video how to basically keep recovering your HP while you're attacking. And right, the next thing is obviously I want you to be claiming these on a daily basis, these on a daily basis, these on a daily basis. That goes without saying. That should be done every day, no questions asked. On here, I want you to be getting these because you are going to get the S-Rank Companion and you're going to need these to maximise its equipment. So I want you to start collecting these, do Chaos to get you the Chaos tokens and start collecting some of these. In regards to this, I brought these today, but you keep missing these, which means you're losing out on 10, I think it's 10k Allegia, yeah, 10k Agita, whatever it's called, a day. That's what you use to upgrade your gems. That means you're missing out on 70k a week because if you're not claiming this. Make sure you buy this every day. I mean, look at how much of this stuff you've got. Costs 100, you can buy 10 a day, that's 1,000, you've got 5,900. That means you could buy these, the whole lot. That's, let me think, that's 100,000 of that Agita stuff, whatever it's called, a day that you can buy. I've brought 100,000, well, is it 100? No, it's not, is it 100,000? Let's see. It's 10k, no, so it's, yes, it's 100k, I mean, that's what you're getting. By buying 10 of those a day. You've got enough to buy them 10 a day for the next 6 days. So make sure you do so. And then, what I want you to do in regards to your gems is, you see all these ones that you've leveled up to a high point, don't touch them. You've kept all the other ones way too low. You need to start bringing them up. And that'll boost your stats even more. So, first of all, start off looking, well, I like to personally to work on the attack and defense. So these are at 40s. These are in 40s. Those are in 50s. So your first objective should be bringing these up to 50. Once they hit 50, stop, don't touch them. Then go to these, bring these up to 50. Once they hit 50, stop, don't touch them. These ones are already over 50. And then start fixing some of your HP ones. Just level them off at 50 and stop. Level these ones off at 50 and stop. But start off on your sorting out your attack and defense. Bring them up to 50 and stop. And then slowly bring all your low ones up. It's going to boost your stats, trust me. Okay, we've got something here that's going to help. Because I know that that's a higher quality. Sure of it. Yes. Alright, that gives me some stats so I'm going to start actually trying to fix this now. Since I was able to buy 10 of those stuff, that meant he couldn't waste them before I logged on. Because he hadn't brought them. And that means I can start actually doing some repairs on the gems right now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to see if there's any others that are at low quality. We've got, see there, and that. So all of those attack gems are sorted. The rest are all low qualities, and these are all high that are equipped. A lot higher than these ones. So yeah, I can get rid of all of these. These we don't need because we've got a higher one in, haven't we? Yeah, that's higher. Because this is level 2 gold. These are only level 1 gold. These are level 3 gold, aren't they? Yeah, which means these ones are also level 3 in there. These ones are level 3, so we don't need any of these level 1s. Let's get rid of them. Sorry if I was covering the speaker then. Basically, I was just saying we don't need these because those are level 1s. And this is level 2. And the rest that are in are level 3, so not a problem. Now, we've got 80s, 40s, 50s, 50s. I should have enough here to bring this up to 50, and then I'm stopping. Don't ever use the quick upgrade, because you don't want to be throwing all of this stuff away. And just one gem. You see, I brought this up to 30, and that's only used at about 100. 100k to bring it up to 30. But now, to increase it by another 10 would cost... See, I just take away a big chunk right then, just bringing this up to 5. You can see the price of it that it costs per upgrade is going up there. This shows you how much extra you're going to get. And the price difference, the upgrade difference between upgrade really isn't a lot. So this is going from 665 to 681. Upgrade again. And now it's going from 681 to 697. It's not increasing the difference by much, but the price is going up significantly. I think I might want to leave that at 48 so I can try to... Let's have a look at what... Is there anything below 48? Yes, there is. That's at 45. Jeez. Right, there's no way I'm putting any more on that until I've brought this up. I ain't having that at 45. No way. That's your cert damage as well. That's super important. 46. So that's at 46. Some of those are at 47s. Okay. They're at 50, so forget them. So this category, I don't need to do anything with them right now. So we've got 47s here. That's at 46. 48s. 47s. Bringing this up. Because of the mistakes that have been made, I just want to level this character off. So it has a nice equal balance of attack and defense. You want to focus more on the attack, spread it evenly over the attack gems. You want to focus more on the cert damage, spread it evenly over the cert damage. And that doesn't mean one cert damage gem or two cert damage gems. It means all of them. There shouldn't be any more than one level difference. So we got a lot that are at 47, so let's go to this. We're going to start now bringing these up to 48. There we go, that's up to 48. This one to 48, because that one's below it. Yep, that one's now up to 48. Let's get my defense up. Get some cert resistance on so that when people do cert damage to this character, they do less damage than they otherwise would. Should I put any extra on that? Let's have a look. What should I choose? Because I haven't got much left. Should I go for cert damage, resistance, or defense? I'm going to go defense. We're not going to have enough for this one, are we? No. I could probably do martial law and collect some more of that stuff, but really I don't want to be going through all of the tasks on this character just so that I can fix this. I need you to learn how to fix it. So yeah, these are at 48, they're at 47. Some of these are at 47, so bring them up. You want to get them to 50 and then slowly bring them all the way up. I mean, forget about those that you've overpowered. You've overpowered one gem and then left all the rest weak. And that's put your character at a significant disadvantage. For example, why have you brought this up to 84? Why have you brought this up to 84? And then left this at these at 48? What was the point in that? That was just a complete waste of this stuff. Don't touch those higher level ones anymore. Just start getting these lower level ones upgraded. Oh bloody hell, I didn't notice that. That one's only a purple. Let's see if I can find or make any gold cert ones. No, I've only got purple at the moment. Damn it, that's a pain. I've got an idea there. He needs a gold cert for that one. So let's see if we can get any from... Let's go here. Where do we get the cert ones from again now? Is it chaos or... No, it's not chaos, is it? No, it's attack, defense and HP. It's down here. We don't have enough. Okay, PKR or Destiny. When you upgrade, when you collect some of this stuff, I want you to start collecting them so that you can equip a gold one into that slot. Into this one. It'll give you a bit more stats. Not much more, but it'll give you a little bit more. And also remember, bring all these lower level ones up. So if this one's at 48 and another one's at 46, bring it up. Bring the 46 one up. Forget about the higher level ones. Okay, what's next for being sorted out? I think I've basically gone through everything that I need to. Let's have a look at the divines. Yeah, some more mistakes here. You've made the same mistake yet again, over and over again. I tell you not to NPC the divines and you do. I know you've collected other divines and you've gotten rid of them. And by doing that, no bonuses. This one you got 57. This one you've only got 7. By doing that, keeping these low, you're losing a lot of stats. I've actually maxed some of these. I think that one I've maxed, and that one I've maxed. And because of that, this game now says the only divines you have and have ever had is this divine, which you've currently still own, which is Fragment Umbrella, and this one, Dark Moon Machete, which I got you, and luckily you haven't smelted it, which is a good job. The problem is, because you've smelted everything else, you've lost a lot of stuff. A lot of stats have been taken away from doing it. And I'll show you what I mean. It's not cloak I need, is it? It's weapons. And I know there'll be, is it weapons? No, costume. And I know they'd all be displayed here because when I was on your character, I actually activated them for you so that they would be displayed. But if I click here, this shows you, you've also had this divine as well, which you've NPC'd. Why, I don't know. If I click here on your Fragment Umbrella, this shows you, you've also had this divine as well. You need to make sure you keep one of every divine at all times or you lose stats. If I click here, it'll show you, you've had this divine, Palage. If I click here, it'll show you, you've had this divine. If I click here, it'll show you, you've had this divine. Demon Vanisher, pretty nice divine that is. And you've chosen to NPC it, and no divines there. Although, the one that goes in that slot, you probably have collected a divine that will go in that slot, but you've probably NPC'd it before you've even bothered equipping it. Therefore, you wouldn't have been able to have activated it here. Let's reset this back to what it was. Next thing, upgrading some of your other divines will actually increase your stats slightly, but not much. You're currently using this divine, so there really isn't much point in upgrading, well, putting all of your smelt materials on this. Why did you do that? This is at level 33. Upgrade, you can't because you've got no smelt. But if you take the smelt that you've put on here, which cost you money to put it on, and was a complete waste, off, you'll get 479 smelt, and that would allow you to upgrade your currently equipped divine a bit more, making that divine a little bit more stronger. By the way, you see where it says 24 on this? That means it's been upgraded 24 times. You can smelt it once without destroying the divine. If you smelt it again, you'll destroy the divine. So make sure you only smelt once when they've been upgraded. Now, you click on this divine, it tells you that this is the bonus stat you get from the upgrade right now that's on it. If I click upgrade, I could upgrade. I can do it again. Making this divine even stronger. There's no point putting it on divines that you don't use. Not until you've maxed the one that you're currently using. You haven't done this, which means you're missing out on your backpack's full as well. So you need to still take your backpack. And that means I won't be able to claim these from chapter 1. You know what? I better claim those because I know for a fact he's going to forget to do it. So I better sort this out. This is full. Something else you're going to need to do, increase your storage space. 9,000 on there. Okay, let's see what work can we do on your companions.
Always stick up for the little
Why have you only
guy.
got 3 companions equipped when you've got this many? What's the point in that? You're losing stats by doing that. So you got this one and you got this one.
Death is hard to predict.
You haven't put this one
Water
on.
is the key to life.
Why? Equipped it, put it on. Boost your stats. That's a blue companion. Why
When
is
I
that-
unsheath my blade, you'd better run.
Oh, increases companion's twin dagger reduction. You got any better ones? I'd put them on. We'll check they're on. These are the best we've got, really. Yeah, we'll stick at that. Okay, what's next on here? That needs to be sorted out. Hang on, actually, before I do that, what I want to do, go to companions.
Always stick up for the little guy.
Let's
Death
check where we
is
are
hard
on
to
this
predict.
companions upgrades.
Death is hard to predict.
Right, let's go to equipment first. We've got these to 80 already, that's a good start.
Death is hard to predict.
Always stick up for the little guy.
That's 80, that's a good start.
Always stick up for the little guy.
This
When
one
I
isn't good,
unsheath
that's
my
80,
blade,
is it? No,
you'd
it's
better
60.
run.
Right, let's go to...
When I unsheath my blade, you'd better run.
We've got nothing in there.
When I unsheath my blade, you'd better run. Death is hard to predict.
Right, let's see. We haven't got that stuff. You get these from Conquest, don't you? Not Conquest, I mean,
Death
oh, I know.
is hard to predict.
The boxes I brought, you get them stuff. Now when you get to Chaos, you can spend Chaos tokens. You can buy the S rank ones or the A rank ones. Because he's mainly equipped with A ranks at the moment, I'm going to pick some up. For the A rank ones. I brought some S rank. Where do I need to go here? I brought some S rank ones for his S rank companion when he does World of Minions and gets it. We'll pick up some of these for his A rank companions. What I need to do as well is see what I can get rid of in here. Let's have a look. Yeah, if we get rid of this. I've got a nice little upgrade here. That's helpful. That allows me to fix the gems I did a bit more, I think. Let's have a look at his names. Has he maxed any of them? If so, we could get rid of some of them. I'm guessing he probably hasn't. He's maxed the first one. No, he hasn't maxed that. Hasn't maxed that. He's maxed Winchester. Okay, that's good. He's maxed that. Nutmeg, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Right, we've got some stuff we can get rid of. Nutmeg, Nimbus, Winchester. Brand Arclight, okay. Let's get rid of them just to free up some space. Oh, there we go. Yep, get rid of. Get rid of. Get rid of. That'll help me out a bit. Okay, next on my list, I'm going to go back to sorting out the companions in a minute, but I know I've got that attack gem. to replace that into a higher quality, which is what you would normally be doing if the gems weren't messed up. However, because he has messed up the gems so badly, where he's put some, left some at 50 and put some at 80, I'm actually going to use it to replace one of them. Or should I? Shall I replace it and smelt that and then spread that stuff on all of the... Point is, if I do that, it'll boost his... I mean, you can get this stuff again later anyways. I mean, where are the places you can get it from? Just check. Yeah, you can get it from Cloud anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Got no choice, there's that much damage on here. I mean, getting that extra 30 from them would definitely help fix this. I know this video is going to be a long video, but unequipped. I'll put this one in. Equipped. Smelt this. Let's give us loads of that stuff. Now we're going to bring this one up to 50. There we go. And you see, just getting that to 50 has dropped this down from like 6,000, 96,000, drop this down from like 2 mil and something to 1 mil 700,000. You know what I mean? So obviously it costs like 1 mil 700,000 to bring this up from 50 to 83. Or what we can do, which is what we're going to do right now, start bringing these up. I can just go straight to 50 now, because I know I've got enough of that stuff to push all of these to 50, and we can start working from there. And this will obviously boost your stats on basically everything. Your HP, your defense, your cert damage reduction, your cert damage. I'm gonna need enough more for that. So we've got all them to 50. This one I'm gonna put 50 as well. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Next on here, 7. The more work I can do on this for him, the less mistakes he can make. And I've got to try to hurry up and get through this as quick as I can, because I still haven't done all of my tasks for my character. This is the worst thing about doing all this. It just, you don't have enough time to do all the stuff you want to do on your own character. Right, that's pushed everything up to 50. Yay. Okay, next on my list will be... Oh, no, it isn't. This is still below 50. Bring that up. Okay, what's next? We're going to go to 55. These ones are already at 50. They're at 51, aren't they? So now we've got them up to 50. We can start adding some of these to it as well. So that's at 51. And I'm pretty sure I have enough to get everything up by at least 2. So that'll bring that up to 52. Bring this one up to 52. Oh no, I took that one up by 3. Damn it. Right. There. Okay, so my objective is going to be to try to get them all to 53 to match that one. So these are at 50. No, I've taken it by 3. Jesus, I keep making that mistake. There we go, 52. Get this one because I'm going to only do this one by 1. And if I go in a pattern F2, I'd have pushed that one up too high again. There we go, 52. So. Okay, so that's those ones done to 52. Some of them are at 53 by accident. Right, there we go, 52. Because I haven't got many left, we're going to focus on pushing these ones now up by 1. And then any left over we'll put on the attack. No, I don't want that. This one. And defense insert. See what's left to do on there. We want to get let's go defense first. One more on defense. There we go. Insert damage has already got that one at 60, so we're going to stick with defense. That'll do. Coming up to nearly 100k defense. That's good.
Always stick up for the little guy.
Okay, what's next?
Death is hard to predict.
Upgrade. I haven't got enough for that one. No, enough for that. I haven't opened the rewards, have I? That's why. Remember to watch my wedding video, blesses, stuff that shows you about getting the tickets, and you'll know how to open these boxes. Use these so you can get the emotions. This is basically, click on the emotions tab while you're in chat. Say you was in chat to Guild or whoever. And if you're talking to someone, you can click on solo emotions to do the solo ones you've just got. And when you get other emotions, you can do group emotions, like that's this tab here, which allows you to do those sorts of stuff. We haven't got the key for that, have we? No. I could go in and get someone to do some more work on the gems. Well, I've opened that stuff. Done it out of the way.
Always stick up for the little guy.
That one's going to be
Death
the most important.
is hard to predict.
Twin daggers. See if we got any. We didn't get enough. We only got that up to 6. So we can't push those any further yet.
Death is hard to predict.
So yep, that's about everything that I can really do on here. Remember, you want to be getting all the Allegis stuff or whatever it's called. This stuff here. Make sure you start getting them. Start bringing up the lowest of your internal gems. And don't forget, start cultivating all of these lower left ones. You've got stuff down at 30. Why? You're losing loads of stats by not bringing them up. So start bringing them all up. Every single one of them. And when you do that, you'll start seeing things pop up that saying that, oh, you can upgrade this. Because at the moment, you don't reach the level requirement. I'll click on this, for example. You've got all the pages. Should have been upgraded ages ago. Click on Venom, for example. Let's try that one. You got the pages? Look right there. Should have been used ages ago. Let's go and check this one out. Yep, you got pages. Should have been used ages ago. Loads of pages. Should have been done ages ago. So yeah, hang on, let's just check out infusions. I know he has a big problem with that stuff as well. Right, he's got them up to purple. Why has he put... How the hell did he manage to get that to gold? Nice, but like, you should have really got all the other ones up, but that I'm actually impressed of. Why is he actually... Oh my god, why did you cultivate all of your stones? Well, systemize all of your stones to level 4 infusions. you can't use those on these purple ones. You need level 2 infusions. You've cultivated your level 1s all the way up to level 4. Which means I'm betting you've got no stones for the other stuff. Anyways, getting this to gold max, that's really good. But now you need to stop creating these. Create only up to purple. And start getting your purple ones brought up. I can't believe he's actually done that. I mean, that's good, because technically his infusions on his weapon box is higher than mine. That must have cost a lot of resources to do that. Right, where was I? Infusions. Yes, luckily he hasn't thrown away all of them, thank God. He is higher than blue, isn't he? Let me just double check before I create any more. Let's have a look. It is crafting, isn't it? No, it ain't crafting, it's strengthening. Infusions. Right. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, higher. They're purple. Infusions, move this to purple. There we go. Now you don't want to turn them from this into those gold ones anymore. Because you don't need them to waste. Well, you will need them later on when you've actually got all of your purple to gold. Then it'll be like, nice one, you've already got the materials you need. But at the moment, it's not good because you can't upgrade anything. Let's brought that to purple, right? So let's go here. Let's go to infusions. So we've got loads of safety runes. That's okay. We've got not many of that stuff. So you know what? Because we do have quite a few safety runes anyways, I'm just going to safety rune them all so we don't lose any stats. Guaranteed. Because we don't have many of that stuff. That one's now up to 2 stars. I gotta admit, I am impressed that he actually got weapon box to 5. How did he manage to pull that off? I have no idea. That is quite impressive because I've actually used loads, and the problem is that you fail quite a lot the higher you get. So, and I know that these safety runes for him especially would be next to impossible to get. So he must have used like hundreds of thousands of this stuff just to get that to 5. Because it'd have gone like 1 star, half a star, 1, 1/2, 2, 2/2, back down to 2, 2.5, back down to 2, 2.5, back down to 2, up to 3 stars, back down to 1. You know, it's a nightmare to get this. So, I can't believe it's actually pulled that off. I'll have to start trying that on mine. I mean, that's the sad thing about this character. This character is actually ready to compete with some of the top players. You know what I mean? It's just missed out on so much stuff or messed up some of the basic stuff. And all you gotta do is correct that, and this character could definitely compete with me. You know what I mean, he's already got some stuff higher than mine. Okay, that's up to 2, so let's go 2.5. Need to be careful. Right. And this is the last one. There we go. That's the last one I can use. Okay, only create up to purple of these stones, okay? That way you can start pushing these from, start maxing these on purple. Don't focus on just one, just spread it evenly. You see, another thing that you forget, if you focus on just one, you won't unlock these, where are they? They're tire attributes. You get these unlocked by upgrading all of them to a particular point. So you see how you've now got this one unlocked, which says HP, max HP, 1,500 plus attack, 332 plus 332 attack. You got that by getting all of your, what's it called, purples to Eco 4. You've already passed blue and green, which means you've got all of them unlocked. But now you're up to that point. So to get this next one unlocked, you need to get them all to what's the equivalent of Eco 5. So to do that would be to get all of these to 4 stars on purple, I think. Would be the equivalent to unlock that. Because gold starts tier 6, not eco, I mean tier 6. So when you get them all to 1-star gold, you'll unlock that. So maxing one isn't going to help you. Just getting them all up equally will allow you to get more of these bonuses. So pay particular attention to that. Okay, next we got tempers. Well, tempering. We've got none of them. And I'm guessing it's going to be nothing to smelt. So he's doing alright with these. I mean, he's still not got many high quality ones, but that's to be expected. You want to get loads of stuff to be able to push all of these to gold, which is going to rapidly boost your stats. Do World of Minions. You saw me doing that in the first video. It's actually not that hard. You can get through it. Make sure you do it on a weekly basis. You will get temper hammers. I haven't completed World of Minions. Oh, that reminds me as well. Make sure you claim the rewards. You've still got quite a bit of stuff you need to do, so click on here to claim that. That'll give me the books and the upgrade items and all that stuff. Same from here. You need to go through chapter 2 as far as you can, and then on to chapter 3. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do all that right now, because I still got a lot of work to do on my own character. And this video's already gone on for an hour. I'm glad I didn't connect this video with the last video, so that people who just want to see the World of Minions stuff can. And where's my smoker thing gone? Dun, dun, dun. There it is. I'm going to skip that. Basically, you get a load of those books and stuff for upgrading your pages. Well, upgrading your skills, martial arts, internals. Make sure you're doing that on a daily basis. Come on, finish with that. Right, what's next? Next thing you want to do. I'm not going to do the whole event, but you can just deliver these basic ones that you've got. Just get them delivered. At least you're getting something a day. Better than getting nothing. See, and then we'll just submit There was 18 of them. Standard enhancement stuff. Yeah, that's how easy it is to do them if you want to just continue building the basic enhancements. Right, you still need to do the event if you want to collect some stuff for upgrading your infusions, which obviously you still need to do because you're only at purple. You still need to do that, and I haven't got time to do it. That'll give you some Allegius stuff. This will get you silver if you need it, but you've actually got loads, so you could pass on that if you wanted to. Yeah, hurry up, I don't have time. Permanent light page, I actually need one of them as well. Okay, what's next? Well, we've already looked through them, so next we go through these ones. Right, we've done that. Oh, I forget Shadow. You can do that if you want to. Don't forget you still need to do that. You'll probably still have demon challenges. Yep, they need doing. And let me guess. I'm guessing you haven't brought her home. Or have you? Your prestige thing, or whatever it's called, your restoration, what's it called, is low, which means you're going to lose your home. 24 days, you'll lose your home in 24 days because you've allowed this to drop too low. So, I'm going to see if I can stop you from losing your home. Repair home. Have you got enough? Yeah. There you go, you're not going to lose your home now. Make sure you keep that one topped up. The rest of them aren't too much of a problem. Right, now that's done, that would have refilled this stuff. When that starts to run low, you'll have like up to 30 days after this runs out before you lose your home. Now all you want to do in regards to this is do home quest, claim it, and just do these daily, which I think you're probably aware of. Make sure daily, just build up on resources. Don't use the rest of your resources to upgrade the other bits of the building, of your other buildings or anything like that. Just leave it as it is and just do this daily. Exactly what I did. I repaired that. Don't repair the building daily. Only do that stuff. But every now and again, just repair it. It'll cost you 100 of all your materials, and then daily, just do. If I told you to do it, I'll put it on the quest list. And make sure you do it, because I've still got to do everything on my character. Claim this, go here. This is the place for getting your siege tokens. Yep, you've been doing that, so that's good. And that's basically everything. You've got to work on your internals, bring the cultivation level up, for Christ's sakes. I mean, you can't have these down this low. You've got to bring them up, sort out your gems, bring all of the lower ones up especially. Stop smelting your divines. I mean, I've told you that several times. You lose loads of stats because of it. Right, let's see what we can do here. I'm not sure why you're spreading them over different things. If I was you, I would only do attack, cert, and this. That's it. No, actually, don't do the HP. Do this one, I mean. Do attack, cert damage, and this one. Which one of these should I go for? Bring that one up. Okay, and that should do for now. Now all you need to do is follow the instructions on this video. I've gone through different things, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yep, I know it's a very long video, but at the end of the day, if you want to know how to play it, you need to know what it is I actually do to sort out your character, so I don't have to keep doing it. So yeah, that's it. Sort out your gems, sort out your companion. You know what I mean? In regards to your companion, buy those bags that I brought. Unlock your S-Rank companion and upgrade that. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything I've missed. And I think that's it, really. And then your score class is maxed. So yeah, that's it. Now all you need to do is just keep growing your character. And thank you for watching. Bye bye. And this is part 2. The video is because the first one I uploaded was about the world of Minions. So go check that out, then check this out. Bye bye.